Welcome aboard, and thank you for flying with us. Before we depart, we need your cooperation in following these important safety instructions to ensure we have a safe and comfortable flight. Be sure to stow all luggage in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. If the overhead bin above your seat is full, remove the largest bag and put your bag in its place. Set that other bag aside, and a flight attendant will be by shortly to relocate it for you. In preparation for takeoff, make sure you're in your seat, with your seat back upright, your pants fully zipped, and your tray table stowed. If you have a personal electronic device, be sure to switch it to airplane mode now. If you don't, please try to stop being poor. If you lose your device around your seat during the flight, just yell, "Help, I've lost my electronic device," and a crew member will help you find it. Be sure to announce this in English with proper enunciation and grammar. We recommend not using your seatbelt during routine flight so you can be as comfortable as possible. If you decide to live in constant fear and want to prioritize your safety, insert the tip into the buckle and pull the straps tightly. Be sure to also keep your white surrender flag in your hands at all times, and lace up your fastest running shoes to use when retreating, because you're a fucking coward. Federal regulations prevent the smoking of any tobacco and vape products on the aircraft. However, federal regulations do not prevent the smoking of marijuana, crack cocaine, or crystal meth on the aircraft. Seriously, we looked it up. If you have any of those, feel free to smoke them at your leisure. If you are unable to bring your stash aboard the plane due to outstanding warrants, ask a crew member if you can rent some of our in-flight drugs. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying any smoke detectors on board. For your comfort and convenience, all smoke detectors on this flight have been jailbroken to play Doom 1 and 2. If you need help getting past the cyber demon, ask a crew member for assistance. There are about 400 exits on this aircraft, depending on your bicep strength and willingness to break a plexiglass window with the head of the passenger next to you. Should an emergency landing occur, place your head between your knees and tuck your arms under your legs. Then arch your back upwards and flex your toes as high as they can go. Spread your knees, scrunch your nose, and alternate blinking your eyes. While you do this, be sure to gradually tighten and relax your sphincter, and only think about positive landing thoughts. Failure to perform any part of this ritual will anger the sky god and cause your emergency landing to be fatal. In the incredibly likely event of an emergency evacuation thanks to our pilot's recent divorce and newfound love of sneaking scotch into his jacket pocket, be sure to locate the exit nearest to you. When leaving the aircraft, utilize the buddy system you developed with your fellow passengers before boarding. If you didn't spend your previous 3 hours before boarding the aircraft practicing the buddy system, you are a bad passenger, and everyone is very disappointed in you. Emergency slides will deploy from each exit. It is standard procedure to jump onto the slide with your arms in the air while saying, "Wee! Wahoo!" or "Yay!" In a water evacuation, you may be forced to hold your breath as the airplane sinks to a watery grave. It's recommended that you practice holding your breath for the entire rest of the flight to strengthen your endurance. If things really are just totally fucked, oxygen masks will deploy from the overhead compartment in front of your seat. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and adjust it if necessary. If the bag does not inflate, oxygen is not flowing, and you will die. Be sure to scream and panic like the dying animal that you are if the bag isn't inflating, because you will fucking die, and God have mercy on your soul. Put your mask on before anyone else, so then you can fight to keep your fellow passengers' masks off to save all that precious life-saving oxygen for yourself. Life vests are located in... Okay, listen, I'm not supposed to say this, but due to budget cuts, we had to remove life vests from our planes back in 2016. Finally, be sure to review the safety card in the seat in front of you. It's highly educational about your flight and only moderately pornographic. We think it's a great read for the whole family. If you have any questions during your flight, keep them to yourself. From all of us here, we wish you a safe flight, a great trip, and a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then get the fuck off of our airplane.